Manitoba has a program called grocery surveillance pricing. And guess what? Yep, little Dougie Ford says that can't be in Ontario. We cannot do anything to monitor the corporations which we have established, well, geez, over half a decade, bucking on a decade, been confirmed that price gouging, shrinkflation, all these different things that corporations are doing to you and I, the general population, to get every single dime that they can out of us, even if they don't deserve it. Now, there's this clip I have coming after this, which is pointing out the fact that practically every grocery store in Canada has been busted for giving false weights on meat, for changing things so that it looked like it came from Canada when it actually came from the United States, when Canadians didn't want to buy things from the United States because the United States keeps claiming it's going to take us over. This is all part and parcel of distracting from the fact that they were going to buy little Dougie a plane, and now he says, oh, no, I don't need a plane. I'll resell it, and we'll give the money to charity. Yeah, because little Dougie Ford is a tyrant I trust.
Have gone astronomically high for people. We need to make sure that the stores are doing their part and only charging for what people can actually eat. They can't be making extra money off of packaging.
For this year's birthday, Karen bought 4 more briskets from the same superstore. When she weighed them,
every single package was off. Every single package.
We do the math. Karen was overcharged by $2.58.
I would have to say I was pissed. They were obviously just paying lip service to me, and they didn't change anything. They said, oh, here you go. They make the Karen go away.
It's not the first time a superstore has been caught out. CBC has learned, in response to our previous story, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency conducted unannounced inspections of 23 retailers at 58 locations across the country. The Real Canadian Superstore was issued a notice of violation and a warning for selling misweighed beef strip loin at a store in BC.
I'd say that the average consumer doesn't realize how much they're being misled.
You're good birdies. You'll be eating your pellets.
Terry Lee worked as a CFIA inspector for 24 years until her retirement in 2021. She says she's heard all the excuses.
We switch packaging suppliers. Oh, nobody told us the package changed. We have new staff on.
Terry says until big budget cuts at the CFIA, she did unannounced spot checks on a regular basis.
I'd take a package of the first meat and put it on my scale, and if the weight that was declared on the package was the same weight as my scale, right away I would know that there was a problem.
That's because the weight of the package is supposed to be subtracted from the net weight that the customer is charged. Under federal regulations, the net weight on the label must accurately reflect the amount of food in the package. So back at our spot check, we pay a visit to this Sobeys owned Safeway. We find turkey and chicken that seem to include the weight of the packaging in the net weight on the label. Next, this Thrifty Foods, also owned by Sobeys. We find the same thing with this organic chicken. I show one of those to Terry Lee.
This is chicken thighs I bought at Thrifty Foods. The net weight is 0.452 kilograms, and the scale says 0.452 kilograms. What do you make of that?
Well, I think it could be a problem. There could be a short measure problem. I don't know how much the packaging weighs.
So next, we weigh it without the packaging.
Look, there's 2 soaker pads in here. Oh my. That is 412 grams. So I'm paying for 452 grams, but I'm actually only getting 412 grams of meat. I'm paying an awful lot for this packaging.
I worked out the overcharge. It's just over $1. What do you think of that?
Wow. If I was a consumer, I would be livid.
Weighing the turkey.
And the turkey and chicken we bought at Safeway? Same deal. We were charged up to 63 cents extra for the packaging. Continuing our shopping spot check of Loblaw and Sobeys affiliated chains, our team visits this Real Canadian Superstore, this T&T supermarket, this Sobeys, and this Longo's. All the meats we test at these locations appear to be weighed correctly. But at Farm Boy, we discover the weights of these organic chicken thighs, wings, drumsticks, and breasts are the most jarring of anything we find.
0.430.
The weight discrepancies can't be explained by the weight of the package alone. We crunched the numbers. These chicken thighs are overpriced by $1.37 per package.
Obviously, these retail stores are not to be trusted, that the weight on the package is accurate. If there's no motivation for these stores to correct their problems, then why would they? They're making money.
We invited Sobeys' parent company, Empire, to come on camera to discuss what we found at Safeway, Thrifty Foods, and Farm Boy. They didn't take us up on our offer. Neither did Loblaw. But after we informed them about Karen Weber's beef briskets, they tell us they're truly sorry this happened. And we discover the weights have finally been corrected. Still, Karen says she's going to keep weighing everything.
I have a math background, so this would be thousands and thousands of dollars that Superstore would have made off of charging people $10 plus a pound for plastic. People can't afford to buy plastic. They want to buy what's in the plastic, not the plastic.